We're going on another adventure, Lee.
Where to?
We're going to explore some lost cities.
Oh, that sounds good. I think the girls will like that.
No, it's a 2-player game, so it's just me and you.
Oh, okay.
This is our review of Lost Cities. Lost Cities is a hand management set collection style game where you set out to form new expedition routes. The goal of the game is to get the most points by forming the most expedition routes.
You do that by getting the expedition cards and putting them in sequential order.
On each player's turn, they'll play one card on the corresponding color-coded row.
After a player has played a card, they can either draw a new card from the deck or from the discarded cards on the board.
Each row that you lay down a card starts a new expedition, and that costs you 20 points.
So what that means is, at the end of the game, you add up all your points from the cards, and then minus 20 points, and that'll be your score for that expedition.
You add up all your expedition points, and the player with the highest total wins. I was introduced to Lost Cities a long time ago, and we've had this game for a while, and it's been one of my favorite games for a long time.
We've had a lot of game nights, and I remember seeing the box, and as we're sitting there and when we decided to play it, Kenny was like, oh yeah, we played this. I'm like, I don't think I've played this. He's like, no, we have. But we played so much that I took his word for it.
The first thing that you'll notice once you open the box is that it's just some cards and it's just a little board that you play the cards on. It's a 2-player game, so one player sits on one side and one player sits on the other side, and you play cards in rows to form your expedition. And that's basically all that there is to the game. There's not a whole lot of bells and whistles to it. However, once you start playing, you can really see the complexity of the game start to come out. One of the things I like about the artwork are the 5 different expeditions that you can go on. They're color-coded, but then the pictures also kind of go with those colors. So the green is the jungle theme, the yellow is a desert theme, the white is a snow theme. So they did a nice job of making the artwork kind of fit the expedition theme of the overall game.
The color coding really stood out to me too, because just for example, with blue, like you said, it's more of a sea or aquatic, so immediately I thought, okay, Lost City of Atlantis. And then you look on some of these cards, like for example, this 10, and it's got, underwater, and then there's a little like Greek statue, probably Poseidon or something. So I like the little touches they have. Each card kind of has a different scene of a lost city, or from a different perspective, so I really like that.
It's a fun game to sit and play and not have to overthink everything. There's only so much you can do, so you don't get analysis paralysis. You're not sitting there waiting for everyone to take their turn. You can go through it a few times, and if you lose, or if you win, you play again. You can do a best of series instead of just a one-game winner-take-all.
First playing it, I had the urge to just like try and start every expedition. And that might not be the great strategy depending on what cards you have. As we continued playing a couple games after that, then I realized, okay, like this isn't that type of set collection where I want to get everything.
Yeah, it's a little deceptive because you think, oh, this will be simple, I just do all this. But because any expedition you start, you automatically have those 20 points that it's going to cost you. You can't necessarily start every row, because you have to be a little bit more, will I get enough to get to 20? Won't I get to 20? What's going to happen?
So in the game, there are these wager cards where if you start an expedition with them, then the points double. However, if you don't meet your goal, you could end up doubling negative points. I really like that aspect that, you have to make that decision in the very beginning, and then we'll see.
Overall, I'm going to give this game an 8 for a 2-player game. Obviously, if there's more people, this isn't the game you're going to break out. But if it's just 2 people playing, I really like this game. It's a lot of fun, good strategy, and simple. 8.
So overall, as like a quick pre-game game of this type, I'd probably give it a 7. I'll play it again. If we're talking, we're having a disagreement, I'll be like, you know what, bring out Lost Cities. Let's settle this.
And that was our review of Lost Cities.
What'd you think? Are there certain strategies that you go to, or you just try and get all the lost cities? Let us know in the comments below.
And if you like our content, please subscribe to our channel.
Until next time, I'm Lee.
And I'm Kenny.